In this episode, we'll be giving our predictions on Boruto 2 Blue Vortex Chapter 3. And the way it ended with a great cliffhanger with Boruto activating his new move, we just can't wait to discuss it and what it could be as well too. But before we get into the episode, Raysean, as always, the Boruto, my co-host, where can they find your social media platform and your podcast as well too?
You guys can find me on all your podcasting platforms such as Spotify, Apple, and you can find me on Instagram at rgap2. And search me up at Raysean Gas Anime Podcast or RGAP for short.
Also, hit the subscribe button. Our goal, we're almost there at 500. We only need less, almost 150, and we have finally reached our goal of 500. I really appreciate it. You guys have been killing it. Thank you so much. So, before we talk about the Boruto's new move or what it could be, I want to talk about a Sasuke situation. Because the previous video, it was the hottest topic in the comment section about Sasuke. And I believe we're not going to see Sasuke for another 5 to 10 chapters. Now, the reason why I believe Kishimoto wants to keep the suspense of getting everybody back to reading Boruto and saying that, what happened to Sasuke? Because we all know Sasuke is one of the most beloved characters in all of Naruto. So instead of him showing up, chapter 3, chapter 4, let's hold off for another year. Show him chapter 10, chapter 15, because you're getting the readers come back. And that right there, I think is really smart. Sales wasn't the best for the Boruto manga. So when now, them coming with, Boruto 2 Blue Vortex and taking away the Naruto Next Generations, it's really Boruto's manga. So right now, they want to make sure that this is very successful. And Kishimoto's like, you know what? How am I get everybody back from the Naruto group? Let me, put away Sasuke and have everybody come back and just see where is he, what's going on. Until then, I think he's holding off to get the readers back into Boruto again. What's your thoughts on that?
I do think he's saving off Sasuke, but I don't know if it's going to probably be like 10 or 12 chapters. Because then you will have to think that they will have to have what's going on right now could last 10 to 12 chapters. So, like, you know what I mean? Of stuff going to happen. Which it could, because I don't know where anything is going. But I honestly believe he should probably be back, or we get at least a sighting of him within probably the next 3 chapters, including this one, or the next 2. That's what I was thinking. Hopefully. But that's just my prediction. I don't know if I just want to see my man Sasuke just to prove to some people that he's not dead, but I think he should probably be back within the next 3 chapters.
I could see it too, but I think they're going to wait till everything's finished with the situation going on with Code and the 10 Tails. Because right now, you just can't drop in the, hey, this is Sasuke's that, because right now we got so much going on with, 10 Tails turning people into trees. We have, the Sada situation where she's busy fighting Kawaki, Mitsuki, Boruto versus Code. Like, there's so much going on right now. I don't think they have time to really sit back and just say, this was going on with Sasuke.
That's why I said like a sighting, like just showing us where Sasuke doing. Like you can like give us a glimpse of Sasuke, like he's doing something, without having us like introduce him like to like the story. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it's like, what is this man doing? Because it's like we know he was training Boruto. They bring that up specifically, Code and Boruto, but then we don't see him. So like my imagination, he's probably in the background, probably talking to the rest of the Konoha 11, trying to figure some shit out what to do. I predict that within this next chapter, we'll see more from the Konoha 11, doing more to stop the many 10-tail beast clones. Shikamaru will probably be giving orders while everybody else is either like fighting or protecting the villagers, or we could get like a different type of Shikamaru that kind of goes to like a motto, get into his like robot suit and go fight the threat himself. Because that's one thing I thought was different, because I was just kind of rewatching the Boruto series before we did this. Is like when any threat was coming into like the Leaf while Naruto was Hokage, he went. He didn't send nobody else really. It was always him. So like I wonder which mindset Shikamaru's gonna go. I feel like he's probably gonna go the more sending other people like Tsunade route versus like I'm gonna have to go fight Toad. You know what I mean? Like I just think that'll be interesting.
Yeah, that's also one of my predictions about too. I feel like Shikamaru gets more involved in this chapter with the invasion and starts, using his, ability of planning things out and how to, strategically make a comeback as well too after this invasion. Because right now, all the 10 tails are turning a lot of shinobis into a tree right now. He's gonna ask Bronco, aka Delta, hey, we need you to assist, in the Hidden Leaf right now, because you're part of the village now. If you want to live here, you're gonna have to help out as well too. And I think Shikamaru as well too is gonna go to Damon and Ada, because as of right now, they are living in the Hidden Leaf. But you can't live here for free and not just do nothing and watch everything just fall apart. no, you got to aid in this evasion as well too. So I feel like he's gonna talk to them to get them involved, and then hopefully this time we can see Damon go all out against these Ten Tails.
What you're saying, it's not like he can't really force them to do anything because he can't even get past what's her name charm ability. So it's like he can be like, "Can y'all go help?" And they could just be like, "No, look." He gonna walk his ass off. Like he ain't gonna try to fight him or nothing. And if those Ten Tails things are smart, they probably won't even try to attack them. They probably will attack everybody else because they probably don't even have life essence or whatever they probably need per se to turn them into trees. You know what I mean?
Yeah. The whole thing is they can't live there for free. They got to do something. Just because you're watching over them, make sure that they're not a disruption to the hidden leaf, you got to use them to your advantage as well too. With Damon being quote unquote the strongest, you got to use him to his ability and take down some of these Ten Tails.
See, that's when you got to be able to say if he can manipulate them. Basically, play some mind games to make them go out there and fight. I don't know. Maybe he can get Kawaki to be like, tell Ada you love her if she come out and fight. That could probably get them to do something. So I mean, yeah, there are some ways he probably could, but I don't think like, all right, bitch, you going out there and fight gonna work. I don't think that's gonna work.
All right, so let's talk about the cliffhanger of the ending of chapter 2. When you see like a vortex flowing around Boruto. So I looked at the definition of vortex. It's a flow that revolves around an axis line which may be straight or curved and stirred fluids. Once formed, the vortex can stretch, twist, and interact in complex ways. A moving vortex carries some irregular and linear momentum, energy, and mass with it. And you see him walking, you see like the vortex is just swirling around him. It's two things the way I see it. Either he is the move itself, or he's gonna throw it, and it kind of reminds you of like a Shuriken that Naruto throws when he hit one of the Akatsuki's, and it literally just destroyed him from the inside. It surrounded him. It was just destroying him. Like a vortex inside of him. I think we might get the same exact thing with the move of Boruto. And after that, I think it may take a lot out of him because as of now, Boruto's really up in his game. Like he's this hot shit, and he can't use his move and be like, okay, I'm good. I can use another one. Like I think after this movie, it might take him down a little bit.
Sure, most likely, but it depends on how much time he's gotten to practice with his karma, because all that can replace all that jutsu and all that, so he could probably absorb some shit from whatever going around. I think what you said could happen with the move. I also think it probably could be another version of a Rasengan type shit, like he has his own version now, so that would be kind of cool to see that. I would like to see basically the damage and see what kind of shit happens from it.
Yeah.
Because I think that's going to be the most interesting thing. But now, which I think, because when we seen like the last episode, it seemed like is Kawaki still right in that, like in those three? Because it seemed like he moved away a little bit from Code and Boruto.
I don't think he was never next to them. I think he was just around the village and he sensed them that he was there. And they showed the pan of all of them three together. It looked like they were next to each other, but they weren't.
Okay, because that's what I was thinking. Because those two are about, and I was like, where he about to come from? Because I have a prediction of what I think is going to happen with Code.
Before you get into your prediction, if this move hits Code direct and it's a critical hit, would you be satisfied with him being gone and done? Or would you be like, that was too easy and we should have got more from Code?
I guess this can kind of tie into my next prediction because it kind of goes with that. If the move is able to kill Code, like just flat out when he hits him with it, I think that would be interesting. But if that do happen, I think this is somebody's plan. And I do believe Code is not in his final stage yet, meaning I don't think whoever's in Code right now is not going to be the final body. I do think that's going to end up being like the Osushi God. So I don't know if somebody's going to revive into that body if it loses or anything. Because I do think somewhere there's supposed to be another big Osushi is going to be like the main villain. So I do think the only way like I can imagine like if Cole's body is going to be used to resurrect another Osushi.
That'd be interesting. I would feel the same as way too, because Cole's been the villain for this Boruto arc right now, almost about 20, I would say 20 chapters already. And he hasn't done shit. And unfortunately, he's been a walking L. And if this really was a critical hit and really, did some serious damage to Code, once again, it'll be another L to his resume since Code's been this, quote unquote, villain of Boruto. And I'll be okay with it because even if Code does go down, I don't think the Ten Tails will stop because of him. I think you've seen some of them have a mind of their own and some of them are talking as well too. And I think with Code going down, I don't think they go down as well too. Because I think the true Ten Tails is the one who's really manipulating all of them as well too, in my opinion.
But also something Boruto, it seemed like he was trying to tell him something about the Ten Tails. Like he don't know what he's actually doing. Like the Ten Tails has like either a different plan is happening within what he's trying to do. So he's probably gonna have to figure something out because maybe he's probably not needed. You know what I mean?
Yeah. For my next prediction was Sadara having her moment in chapter 2 and finally using her Chidori after so many years. Last time we seen her use Chidori was against Boro, and that was a very long time ago. I believe Mitsuki is going to have a big moment in this chapter as well too, because the previous chapter we had Kawaki, going against the Ten Tails, and we had Sadara using the Chidori. I think this chapter we see Mitsuki play a pivotal role in this chapter because Cole's probably going to be down, and he's going to probably blind hit Boruto, and then after that's going to be a big clash right there. We see him use his Sage Mode. And I think this time Mitsuki has officially mastered his Sage Mode. Because remember, when he used Sage Mode before, deteriorate his body, we had to go see Orochimaru to fix him up again. I think this time he has mastered it. I think we get another clash as well, too, against Mitsuki versus Boruto. And for the past 2 chapters, it's been battle-centric heavy. So I think we're going to continue that with Mitsuki versus Boruto.
Do you think Mitsuki is gonna have an opportunity probably in the next few chapters? I don't know if how the situation is right now, Cole versus Boruto. I don't know if Mitsuki. This is going to be interesting about Mitsuki's character. If his first instinct is to go after Boruto versus all the other Ten Tails, like clones, which Kawaki is fighting, he's not fighting Boruto and Cole. So there's really no reason for him to go over there. And like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If Kawaki is his son, this is where I kind of seen something on Instagram, a prediction where they say right now Mitsuki is in a point where he's kind of questioning who his son is, and this might be a point where he can kind of figure out. And depending on how the battle like goes, they actually believe Mitsuki might go with Boruto to like try to help find his son again type shit. So I was like, that's interesting for that to happen like that. But I kind of see the whole like he doesn't really have a reason to go after Boruto at this specific moment unless Kawaki get over there and some shit happen. Then I can see it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Because Mitsuki always had his dopest moments were all in the anime. If they wouldn't give him a really dope moment in the manga, because mind you, before everything happened, Kawaki and Mitsuki were talking in the rooftop, and then everything happened after that, and everybody realized Boruto was there. It'll be dope if he flies off the rooftop and starts destroying all the Ten Tails while he's flying to Boruto in his Sage Mode. That right there can be a dope entrance right there.
Yep, that could be. But then it's also proving the fact that he has it out for Boruto. You know what I'm saying? It's like no matter what was in it, he is pissed off he fucked with Kawaki. So that just show you how mad he gonna be when he figure out the truth type shit.
And I think the time slip is going to be more centric heavy around the Team 7. Because, mind you, the first 2 chapters were Boruto, Sadara, and Kawaki. Chapter 2, again, Boruto, Sadara, Kawaki. Mind you, we're missing one more. And I think this chapter will be Mitsuki heavy.
Yeah, because we really haven't seen him at all. So I would love to see, like, when he... See, then I kind of want to see what he's been doing. It's like, is he, like, right now running to the situation? Because I know Kawaki could fly. So that does kind of give Mitsuki a little kind of a reason to be taking a little bit longer to get to the situation because at least Sadara was already there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All right, my next prediction is basically it's kind of what you were saying with the whole you think Boruto is basically gonna kind of beat Code or his moves might be one hit him type shit. It's basically I predict that Boruto will be like a monster versus Cole. I think his like training and the way he's been talking, I think he's about to make Cole look like he haven't been practicing. It's just the ego on this man. The way he's talking to this dude, like, bro, you don't even know what we really doing. You over here just one part of the plan. And I'm about to show you. You don't even know the whole outlook of what's happening type shit. And I just love this whole energy about him. Because he also, to me, feel like I kind of want to see a conversation between him and Kawaki and see what kind of attitude, temperament is he going to take? Is he going to take more of the Sasuke, I'm like the boss type of person, or is he going to take more the Naruto, the more forgiving approach towards him? And I just want to see it because right now it looks like he's Sasuke.
Yo, I'm not going to lie to you. And I love it. I love the savagery that he gave in chapter 2, the pure savagery. He said, yo, dude, killing you is too easy for me. It's too easy for me. Do something good for your life before it's wasted for nothing. That right there just reminded me so much of Sasuke, of when we first met him again, when he about to, kill Naruto, Sai, and Sakura with the Kirin right there outside. Like, that right there just gave me that vibe. He's like, yo, dude, like, this is too easy for me.
Talking all this shit like he was chasing me and shit. Did you catch me? Well, here type shit to get me. So it's kind of funny. I kind of want to see what that's going to be about. I think it's going to be a little epic. It might. See, I kind of want to see the new moves he got because it depending on his family tree, he could come out with some different type of bullshit. Man, just
Yeah.
throw out the flying thunder guy. Now he's like a monster. I would love to kind of see that though. To see Boruto pull that move out. Cause it seems like everybody want to use the Rasengan. Understand the Rasengan, nice little move, but it's not as useful as that. Come on. Like, let's go into that.
It's gonna happen in this chapter and how the Cold versus Boruto is going to continue. Because right there, like the way it just ended, he was like, he really said, "Yo, you idiot," and he just starts acting in the vortex around him. That right there just looks so badass.
Yeah, you know what else I think would be a little funny moment because it seemed like you always catch Shikamaru doing this in the in the anime. He always come out of nowhere and try to catch him from behind, like to stop him. I love him to do that so somebody could just like absorb his shit and be like, "Let's go, get the fuck out of here." What are you here right now? So I would love to kind of see that because I also feel like Shikamaru's temperament has been a little bit. Come on, man. You know you're the whole Kage, but let's not act like you the strongest person in the
Yeah.
village right now. I feel like Shikamaru should have a council. I don't know if he should be just making all the decisions.
Plus, like Shikamaru, your father's about to like your patience would be much better than it is right now. Like, especially raising a kid Shikadai to who he is right now, you should have a lot of patience. Right now, he has zero patience for the past couple chapters as well too.
Yeah, I can understand because he's probably on edge. Because like any moment, he don't know what's gonna happen inside or outside of the village. He low key gotta like, come on, let me just make sure everybody's being watched low key.
Yeah.
But you the way he was talking to Sadara, bruh, I swear if Naruto was in there, he would have never said none of that shit.
No.
He would have never said none of that. Like, that's the funny thing about
For my next prediction, I believe we get more in depth, knowledge of the Ten Tails and what they're doing as well too. Because right now you see them absorbing the shinobis and becoming into a tree, and you absorbing all the chakra as well too. And I feel like that's designated for a reason. And you just see multiple trees just popping up, popping up, popping up, popping up as well too. And it'll be crazy. I mean, it's just a slight chance, but each tree probably makes its own little chakra fruit as well too. Like that could happen because you see that there's just so many shinobi just turn into trees, and I think we get more in depth with it as well too. And we probably get more in depth of why some of the Ten Tails have a Renegon. A Renegon. Like, how do they even have a Renegon? Because if it's like that, Sasuke, just pull one the eyes out and get your Renegon back. If it's like that. Because the meme, of Naruto is that these eyes are just light bulbs. You can just turn them out, twist them out, and put another one in. So if Madara could do it to Kakashi, Sasuke could do the same thing to the Ten Tails, rip their eye out and get his Renegon back, if you want to be honest. Because how did they get a Renegon?
well, technically, they have the Ten Tails is what all nature energy and like all that other stuff. So like, I guess the combination of all of it could have produced it.
And
I
it
guess
talked.
no one.
It talked.
Yeah, this might be a little. I can't explain the talk, but this is more interesting one because the first one didn't talk at all. It seemed more like a monster, but all the other tail beasts talk. So it probably can talk. It probably just didn't get a time to see his conscious or like his mind develop. And I guess from the time we've seen the Ten Tails to now, it has been some years from this shit. So, because I think at first it was just like low broad, if I remember
Yeah.
correctly. But based on what you were just saying with the tree stuff, this is my question to you. Who you think is going to give us that information in the story about what the trees are doing? Do you think that's something Boruto's gonna give us? Think that's something they're gonna Amato's gonna kind of like say out of like a narration, like an exposition? Like, who do you think is gonna give us that information?
I think we Boruto because the way he was telling us they do, like, yo, if you don't stop this now, there's some shit really about to happen. And then he probably explained more like, yo, if you don't do this, this is what's gonna happen X Y Z. Because I think Sasuke probably told Boruto what happened during the fourth Great Shinobi War and how it was a pure utter chaos for all those Ten Tails as well too, and what they happened to them during the war as well too. So I feel like Boruto's gonna be like, yo, dude, this is what's gonna happen if you don't stop it now. If you don't care what's about to happen, I'm gonna hit your ass with this goddamn Vortex Rasengan.
See, this is not when you were saying that. I was like, I think this is a good moment for like a model to kind of come in and kind of explain this to like Shikamaru going around like he's running trying to figure out what's going on, and then that's when you can bring a model in. But I also think this will also prove to a lot of people, or even to me, that a model has he knows a lot more than what he's been
Yeah.
saying. Like it's like, cause how the fuck do you even know like this was even possible? But he was there when the Ten Tails was in with the other guy, Jigen, so
Yeah.
he could know.
Plus, like you said too, with Amado, like Amado knows a lot about code. So why it's true that Shikamaru should go to Amado, like, hey, how do we stop this code? And do you have an off switch button as well too to turn him off? Because mind you, he can turn him off as well too. So
It,
Amado can play a key factor with saving the hidden leaf right now.
but that'd be hilarious. Like we going thinking we about to get this fight, and then a model just come out right behind his ear and be like, "Pineapple," and this nigga just fall out. He was like, "Yeah, you gave me the moment I needed, Bruce." That'd be hilarious.
All right, so for my final prediction, I feel like we're getting this moment soon. It might not happen in this chapter, it might happen in chapter 4. And I'll say it again for the chapter 4 prediction. I think we're getting a moment where Himawari sees Boruto and makes him lose focus, where he possibly gets seriously hurt or defeated. Because right now, mind you, Boruto has not seen his little sister for 3 years, and it's probably gonna hurt him as well. So imagine not seeing your sibling for so long. You see them again, like holy shit, dude, I fucking miss you so much, and you're just in the middle of the battlefield. You're gonna lose focus of what's going on right now, and I feel like that's going to happen soon.
If seeing her is going to be like the thing that stopped maybe her getting hit or attacked or her calling his name or something, because in my mindset, I don't believe he didn't go this whole 3 years without knowing she's okay. You know what I mean? So I feel like he either believes in the village, even though they don't fucking believe in him, for them to still protect her and love her because that is Naruto's daughter, or he's been to the village probably in secret and like saw the shit. Because they've shown people being able to do that, and the fact that he is a Shushki, they wouldn't really be able to track him. Only person that would be able to track him, I guess, is Kawaki, but who knows, man? You know, right now Boruto is in a point where it's really hard to make these definitive predictions. You know what I mean? Like what's really going to happen? Because we're really in like a whole new story right now.
Yeah.
We're just basically watching what's happening, and the fact that we are seeing the difference Boruto and just the maturity and the difference and his character type from the end of Boruto until like Blue Vortex, where it's like he leaves Boruto being all like calm and more like
Naruto
thinking
esque.
outgoing in this like Naruto is, and now he's coming into this being more like Sasuke is, and
Love
it's
it.
like is it the training or is it the mindset? That like I wonder what's going on because you know Sasuke has the same type of air with Naruto, but he also has that he's willing to do what needs to be done if he knows it needs to be done. And that's the thing about Naruto. Naruto's gonna give you 45 chances until you do something that he just deems unacceptable. Then you might have to say it with his hands. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's really what it is.
Yeah, like you hit it on the point as well too. The way Boruto ended for the part 1, he had that Naruto feeling like, I got this. I'm my father. I have my grandfather blood in me. I'm gonna overcome this. And then you see him chapter 2, just being a pure savage, saying that if you're not gonna help me, I will kill you. Mind you, Naruto will try to so many different ways to the Naruto jutsu to make sure that he doesn't want to hurt them and see that they could come to a common ground to stop what's going on. Boruto's like, dude, if you're not gonna help me, I'm gonna kill you. It's as simple as that.
There's no more point in exchanging words. I feel it. We didn't exchange words every time we done met up, and we still ain't on the same page. We might as well just go. That's what I'm about. Feeling with Boruto because it's only so many times you can try to talk to a motherfucker until you just gotta kill him. I think that's what him and Kawaki right now. They still in the trying to talk right now. In a minute, Boruto gonna hit him with the same shit. Like, bro, I'm tired of this shit. It's like, we about to put the hands up. Let's go.
He's
So,
gonna tell Kawaki, yo, undo this omniponence, or I'm gonna kill you too. I'm done at this point.
like, what's up? I gotta go through Damon too. Like, if he started talking shit to Damon,
Then
then
you
we
know.
know he on something else. Like, he is ready because that's the top person right now.
Yeah.
Unless Himawari is somehow upgraded, but yeah, he should be the top person right now.
Himawari right now is the quote unquote of the Gohan of the series right now. Until we see her unlock her true potential.
Her cell moment.
Yeah.
Oh, that could be happening soon. Maybe Boruto do get fucked up, and then that's when Himawari comes out. That could be a prediction
For
for
later,
over the whole
later,
arc.
later, later.
That could be over the whole arc because we don't know what is going to happen, and she's not ready right now. I don't think so, but that'll be funny.
All right, guys. Well, comment below. Let us know what you guys thought about our prediction. Also, comment below what is your prediction as well too. And we will be doing our review together. I know there's some comments in the previous video of the reviewer. Where's Raysean at? Where's Raysean at? It was due to timing issues and me traveling for work. But I have nothing going on work right now. So me and Rashawn, we'll do our best to do the review together in the upcoming weeks. But he's here. Nothing happened. They were commenting on the previous videos saying, "Where's Raysean at?" They thought something happened between me and you.
Oh, dang, that's crazy. No, I'm glad you guys are asking about me. I thought that was weird that I wasn't on there, but I'm gonna try to be on as many episodes as we can do. Man, we are pretty cool. No problems, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? So,
All right.
no
So
beefing over here.
yeah. Yeah. But before we end it, Raysean, tell the viewers out there where they can find your channel at.
You guys can find me on all your podcasting platforms. Just search up Raysean and Anime Podcast, or RGAP for short. Most likely my links will probably be below. My Instagram is RGAP2. And you can click on there, find my link tree and all my other stuff because I got a YouTube and also a TikTok.
All right, hit that subscribe button. Our goal is 500, and we're literally almost there. You guys have been killing it. Greatly, greatly appreciate it. Until then, this is Culture Universe.